Do you know about the richest countries in the world? There are different metrics to rank economies of the world. The gross domestic product (GDP) is one of the economic pointers, and gross domestic product at purchasing power parity per capita or GDP per capita is the aptest metrics to rank economics of the world. It is the value of all final services and goods produced in a country within a year divided by the mean of the population of the same year. Organizations like the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund prepares the relevant data, and many organization uses this data to rank economies of the world. Here is the list of 10 richest counties in the world. Before that, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe. 10. Hong Kong. GNI per capita, $58,420. Hong Kong is not a fully independent nation, but rather a special administrative region of China. But it has its own powerful economy with a GDP of $414.3 billion and a GNI per capita of $58,420 per person. In addition to being one of the wealthiest countries in the world, Hong Kong is also one of the healthiest. The average life expectancy at birth in the country of 84.7 years is more than 12 years longer than the global average and about 6 years longer than in the United States. Hong Kong has a diverse economy, exporting machines like broadcasting equipment as well as precious metals and minerals like gold, silver, and diamonds. 9. Luxembourg. GNI per capita, $65,101. Luxembourg is one of the smallest countries in the world, both in terms of landmass and population, with fewer than 600,000 people. With a GDP of $55.5 billion, Luxembourg's GNI per capita is one of the highest in the world at $65,101. No country relies more heavily on exports than Luxembourg. The total value of exported goods and services is equal to more than double the country's GDP, the only place in the world where this is the case. Much of the nation's exports are machinery, iron, and plastics. 8. Norway. GNI per capita, $67,529. Despite being one of the smaller countries in the world with a population of 5.3 million, Norway has one of the larger economies, with a GDP of $342.8 billion. Since the discovery of offshore oil and gas in the 1960s, Norway has become a petroleum-producing powerhouse. In 2017, petroleum made up more than half of the Scandinavian countries' exports. Norway has among the best health outcomes in the world. The country has a life expectancy of 82.5 years, more than a decade higher than the global average. Norway also has among the lowest rates of maternal mortality and childhood mortality for children under 5. 7. United Arab Emirates, GNI per capita, $67,758. Nearly half of all exports from the United Arab Emirates are forms of petroleum, crude, refined, or gas. The country's exports also include precious metals and minerals like gold and diamonds. These valuable exports have helped make the UAE one of the wealthiest countries in the world, with a GNI per capita of $67,758. The UAE has among the highest rates of primary school enrollment and primary school completion, setting up students for future success. The country also has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the world, at 2.6%, just over half of the 5.0% worldwide unemployment rate. 6. Bermuda. GNI per capita, $68,113. The island nation of Bermuda is by far the least populous country to rank among the richest in the world, with a population of less than 66,000. Bermuda's exports are worth very little. The nation ranks among the wealthiest largely because of international businesses, like insurance and financial services companies that operate in the country. These businesses account for around 85% of Bermuda's GDP. Tourism is also an economic boon for the country, accounting for a large share of total employment. 5. Kuwait, GNI per capita, $72,872. Kuwait is one of just 5 nations with a GNI per capita above $70,000. Unlike most other countries that rank among the wealthiest in the world, Kuwait does not have a diverse economy. Petroleum accounts for more than 84% of its exports. Kuwait ranks as one of the most corrupt nations on this list, likely resulting in an uneven dispersal of the wealth created from petroleum. Along with fellow oil-rich nation Saudi Arabia, Kuwait is one of the only countries that rank among the richest in the world that saw a decline in their GDP in 2017. Kuwait actually had one of the sharpest decreases in GDP of any country, with an economic contraction of 2.9%. 4. Brunei. GNI per capita, $76,427. Petroleum accounted for more than 90% of Brunei's exports in 2017. As a result of its wealth of valuable resources, the relatively small Southeast Asian nation has become one of the world's wealthiest, with a GNI per capita in excess of $76,000. Citizens of the country do not have to pay taxes and still enjoy generous services provided by the public sector. The country is not without its economic and social problems, however. Operating under Sharia law, citizens can be stoned for adultery and have a limb amputated for crimes like theft. Brunei also has the highest unemployment rate among the 25 richest countries at 9.2%. Worldwide, the unemployment rate is less than 5%. 3. Singapore, GNI per capita, $82,503. Sitting on the southern edge of Malaysia, Singapore is an important shipping point, connecting much of mainland Asia to the rest of the world. Singapore's economy, which has a GNI per capita of $82,503, is one of the most business-friendly in the world due in part to a lack of cumbersome regulations. Singapore is the single largest seller of integrated circuits, or microchips, in the world. These circuits makes up 36% of Singapore's exports. As it relies heavily on the export of technology, Singapore invests a large amount, worth 2.2% of the nation's GDP, in research and development. 2. Macau SAR, China, GNI per capita, $95,304. Macau is another special administrative region of China, meaning it is not fully autonomous, as China handles foreign affairs and defense. Since allowing the foreign competition in its local casino industry starting in 2001, Macau has become one of the world's top gaming destinations, and the sector has pumped billions of dollars into the economy of this relatively small region. Only one nation has a higher GNI per capita than Macau's $95,000. Macau's economy is growing faster than that of any country that ranks among the 25 richest in the world. The Special Administrative Region's economy grew 9.1% in 2017, nearly triple the rate of the worldwide GDP growth. 1. Qatar. GNI per capita, $116,799. Qatar is by far the richest country in the world, with a GNI per capita of $116,799, more than $20,000 higher than any other nation. The country has more in oil reserves than all but 2 other countries worldwide, equal to 13% of the global supply. This natural resource brings in tens of billions of dollars to the country of less than 3 million residents each year. Oil revenue helps subsidize government services in the country. Petroleum accounts for nearly all of Qatar's exports, 87%. Thanks to its strong economy, Qatar's unemployment rate is one of the lowest in the world, at 0.2%. Now, which is your favorite country? Share your thoughts in comment section. Thank you for watching, subscribe for more videos. Check out these cool videos.